Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. This video is just basically kind of like a pre-introduction to round 3 of Battle of the Beasts. So I won't say it counts as a proper video, more like a filler, I guess. So to the left of me, I have the 20 beasts that have fought hard, or well, some more than others, to make it into round 3. And I thought, okay, might as well run them by you guys to see, so then you guys know which beasts are through, and then you can place your bets on who will be number 1. So let's get into this. So we're going to go numerically, and obviously with number 1, Furno, the Fire Dragon. Furno the Fire Dragon was the slayer of Linka in round 2 and Fang in round 1. His teammates, being Sepron, Arcta, Nanook, Tagus, and Epos, have all perished, and Tagus was the only other round 1 Series 1 beast to make it through to round 2. Sepron and Arcta, Nanook, and Epos were not as lucky. But yeah, Furno is the only beast made on Series 1. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Next one is in Series 2, and that's Sultra the Stone Charmer, the Slayer of Sting and Cobra. 2 very formidable beasts, and she slayed them both, so she has a real good chance in winning. Like with Furno, she's the only one left for her season, because Trillian got killed in the very first episode, Vipero round 2, Arachnid got killed in round 2, Zephyr round 1, Zephyr got killed in round 2, Vipero got killed in round 2, Arachnid and Claw got killed in round 1 with Trillian. Now we're going on to Series 3, the Slayer of Claw and only Claw, Tusk the Mighty Mammoth. Honestly, I'm really upset at the fact that this beast is through. Because it got that lucky skip, and all it did was kill a giant monkey. Yeah, Tusk is the only slayer of only slayed one beast. Her teammates, her partners, have all perished as well. Torgor got killed at the start of round 2, Score round 1, Naga got killed in round 2, Cayman round 1, Sting round 1, and she's obviously still alive, so yeah. Series 4 is completely gone. Series 4 was actually last place with the series rankings in order that they went out. So no Series 4 beasts, but I have 4 Series 5 beasts still alive. That's insane. The first one is Crab, Master of the Sea. You really are. You're one of the few water beasts left. And maybe it can last longer. Crab is the slayer of Doomskull and Voltrex. And that's pretty much all I can say about that. Honestly, I'm surprised Crab made it this far as well. Next is Hawkeye, Out of the Air, the slayer of Epos and Cronus. 2 very formidable flying beasts, and she killed both of them. So, like I said with Crab, good chance in winning this. I'm going to say it's pretty much every beast, but okay. Next is Rock the Walking Mountain. Slayer of Tarok in round 2, and what beast did he kill in round 1? I'm just looking for it now. Cayman. Right, so Rock killed Cayman and Tarok in round 1. Tarok in round 2, Cayman in round 1. I'll say a good chance in winning, because it's going to be pretty hard to kill a boulder or a big rock. There's a few beasts that can, but unless luck is not on Rock's side, I think Rock could be fine. Next is, and the final beast of Series 5, Tremor, the Earth Lord. In round 1, he killed Terra by uprooting an entire forest. And in round 2, I can't remember who he killed, but Kajin which I believe was a similar method by uprooting the entire forest. I'm not really sure about that, but Tremor killed two very formidable beasts like Hawkeye did, and I personally think out of all the Series 5 beasts, Tremor has the highest chance in winning or outlasting the rest of them. Now, moving on to Series 7, because Series 6 is also completely gone. Komodo got eliminated in round 2, Vespic round 2. I can't remember the others. Fang, Merc, Terra, as I just said, and Muro were killed in round 1, so already a bit of disadvantage they were at. Now, we already said 7 of the beasts are through, so we've got 13 left, and the next 5 actually are all from the same series, and that's Series 7. So let's get into it. Hellion, the Fiery Foe, Slayer of Rashuk and Hexen. First round 1 beast that he killed was not really threatening because, well, Rashuk is Rashuk. Yeah, and Hexen, well, he was at the entire advantage. There's no way Hexen could have won that battle. So yeah, Hellion made it through to round 3 pretty easily, really. Moving on, we got Crestor, the Crushing Terror, Slayer of oh god, where are you, Crestor? You killed Isridia, didn't you? No, that was Elic. Slayer of Stealth in round 1, and Destroyer of I need to remember now. Oh yeah, Destroyer of Komodo in round 2. Not really threatening beasts, but got revenge for Convul, which is good for the most part. Any weaknesses? Like, I can't really think of any, because the fights that Crestor won, he was at the field disadvantage because he's built for water battles, but he hasn't gone against a single water beast. So to know that this beast can fight just as well on land as he can in water just shows how big of a chance he has in getting really far in the tournament. He's already pretty damn far, outlasting half of the total beasts that were in this. But I think Crestor has a good chance getting into round 4, maybe round 5, not sure. Moving on, we have Madara, the Midnight Warrior. She made it through her battles by being the first battle in round 2, slaying Torgal the Minotaur, and I believe killing Arachnid, King of the Spiders, in round 1. Anything really much to say? Just I knew she was a good beast, but I didn't think she'll make it this far. I think personally, I think she got lucky with the matchups that she got. Can you get lucky 3 times in a row? Out of the beasts that we talked about so far, I think Madara stands the best chance at beating probably Tusk. Maybe I don't know. I think Madara's reaching the end of her rope now because we're halfway through, and I can't really look at the beasts that we already talked about that Madara can really beat. So I think Madara's reaching the end of her rope there. But moving on to the 4th beast of Series 7 that's made it, Edic the Lightning Horror. I did say a few made it through. Edic was the slayer of Isridia in round 1 and the conqueror of Zephyr in round 2. So the first battle for Edic I think would be a lot harder than the second battle for her, as electric on a squid's not a good thing, but she didn't have to use electric for that because there was no weather advantage she had. I like to think that probably she could get the weather advantage for round 3, otherwise it's going to be the end for her. But I think she has a good chance in getting far. I like to think that at least 2 of the Series 7 beasts will be eliminated this round. Because if not, then we're going to have the final 10 with half of it being from Series 7, which is mental. Moving on to the final beast of Series 7 that's made it through, and we're going numerically so you know what it is. Carnivora, the Winged Scavenger. The Slayer of Brutus in round 1 and the Destroyer of Vespic in round 2. 2 very formidable beasts Carnivora's beaten, and the same way actually with the Heat Breath, because they're both weak to heat. I think Carnivora has a good chance in making it through this round, as she's agile, she can fly, and with the Heat Breath along with the thick hide, it's going to be hard to beat. And with the claws, if there's a beast that can beat Carnivora, then this is personally my favourite to win. And if a beast does beat Carnivora, well, I've lost my favourite to win. That's all I can say, really. But that is all the Series 7 beasts that made it through. 5! God. Now, Series 8, I believe we only have the 2 beasts that made it through, which we do. Yes, we do. We only have 2 beasts that made it through from Series 8. One is Balisk the Water Snake, Slayer of Solak and... this is recent as well. Naga. Solak and Naga from round 1 and 2. Balisk is, I said this multiple times, is a very underrated beast. I love this beast so much, and he hasn't had the chance to use his flying ability yet. I hope for this battle that he will be in against one of these beasts, that he will be able to use his flying ability, and I like to see him go really far to make so people can know to not have underestimated him, because he's not as weak as he looks. Being able to beat a shark, that probably might be a fluke, but beating Naga, that's something, because, well, Balisk has something that Naga didn't, agileness, which is the reason why Naga went down, actually, and I'm not really happy to know that Naga went down, but Balisk being the Slayer, I'm okay with that. The next beast around of Series 8 to make it through is Koron, Jaws of Death. The walking poisonous machine. I think Koron's a he. Koron is the slayer of Targro and Equinus in round 1 and 2. Oh god, I need to breathe for a second. Anything really negative to say about it though? Not really, because it's a really good beast. Both beasts that Koron have killed are not the strongest, but not really the weakest either. So I think Koron's still waiting for his time to shine, maybe? To stand out from the others, do more damage. Now, up next is, probably without question, Lucas's favourite to win, Silver, the Wild Terror. And Silver was the slayer of Trillion in round 1 and Vipero in round 2. If Silver goes against Sultra in round 3, then Silver probably might have the chance to single-handedly wipe out half Series 3 and Series 2. And if that happens, then I'll be surprised. Even if Silver makes it through to round 4, but if Silver doesn't really win due to a poor matchup on his part, maybe, Lucas is going to be really annoyed at me. So to avoid having Lucas hate me, I need to make him win, but I can't promise that because I need to think of the matchups and how I think the fight would go. But I think Silver has a good chance of winning. Personally, I don't see him beating some of the beasts that I've already said. I'm not going to name which ones, but kind of good chance. Now, up next is the last beast of Series 9, and my zodiac sign, actually. Torpix, the Twisting Serpent. Twisting Serpent. This one is the slayer of Tagus in round 2, and I can't find it. Taggart in round 2 and Skurek in round 1. Similar to Koron, really. Not really threatening beasts, but like one is more threatening than the other. Now it's a round 1 beast. But at least Torbix gets to share something with Koron, and that's the fact they slayed a centaur. But Torbix, I think, did a better job than Koron did. Like had a better chance. So Koron, I think, is more deserving of being in round 3 because Equinus is stronger than Tagus. Moving on, we got Series 10, and up first is the Slayer of Torno in round 1, and Vigrash in round 2, Noctilla, the Death Owl. I need to just be front with you. The main reason Noctilla's made it through this far is that she's agile, and the tar on her wings is basically a killer for anything that's not flame resistant. If Noctilla goes against Furno, she's in trouble. But if she's okay and doesn't go against any beast that can't be melted or affected by fire or hot tar, she'll be fine. She'll make it through to round 4, easy breezy. But as of now, I like to think she'll probably make it through. If we're going with my personal favourites here, I don't want Noctilla to make it through, but I won't be really upset if she does. Moving on to, oh my god, there are 3 beasts left to talk about. And the last beast of Series 10, Lustor, the Acid Dart. This beast is very well known to having the last battle in round 1 and the last battle in round 2, being the slayer of Shamani and more recently, Tauron. So, not a good start for killing one of your partners, but Shamani I don't think would have made it in this far either. Lustor's fight against Tauron was probably one of the closest ones, and I chose to have Lustor go through because even though I love centaurs, they're probably one of my favourite mythical animals, except for the phoenix. They don't really do much apart from just run around and swish their sword everywhere. But Tauron was close, probably the best centaur fight against compared to the others. Stood more of a chance, but Lustor had the advantage. I gave the win to for the fact that I can use this acid to melt down the arena, making it easy to see the opponent and kill it straight off the bat. And it was still a close battle. We're now at the last 2 beasts to talk about, and oh my god, they're both ice-related beasts. Okay, so we got the last beast of Series 11, being Serpio, the Slithering Shadow. And this one was the slayer of Tecton in round 1, and I should know this, Slivka in round 2. Well, there's not really much else I can say. It's the last beast left of round 11, meaning Series 11. There's anything I can really say? This is probably the best beast to make it through to round 3, as it's not only my favourite, but I think probably the most diverse in appearance, abilities, and the fight that he had against Tom in this book compared to the others. Most of his teammates got killed in half of them got killed in round 1. The other 2 more got killed in round 2. Will Serpio be joining them in round 3? I don't know. Depends what the matchup is. Now, this is okay. I haven't done the matchups yet, but I really want to see Serpio's opponent be this last one. Mirka, the Ice Horse. Mirka was the slayer of Blaze in round 2 and Vermok in round 1. Both very threatening beasts, and Mirka is known as the beast that finished Series 4 out of this tournament for good. Well, Koron as well, but out of this tournament for good. And with this being the last piece to talk about, you know that Series 13 is eliminated. Koba and Slivka were not very lucky. Same with Linka. But with Mirka making it this far was a surprise, but realizing that the ice that Mirko's made of is strong enough to not only melt himself, not only be melted by himself, but with the fire nostrils, just shows that Mirko has a big chance in winning. And I said this to most of them, I think they all stand an equal chance in winning. There's only one beast I would absolutely hate to win, and if you see my ranking for these books, with the exception of series 11 and 12 and 13, you know which beast I'm talking about that I do not want to win. If I was to look at these beasts, my favourite to win is Carnivora, but if Carnivora does go down, I'll like to see probably... out of all these beasts, apart from Carnivora, the one I like to see win, and probably might win, probably Torpix or Tremor. I'm stuck between choosing of both of them, because they're both really good in their... They're both really... what's the word? They both have really great abilities, and being agile is the name of the game here, and Rock stands a good chance as well, as long as he doesn't go against any water-related beasts or beasts that can kill him. If I'm looking at this, though, Hellion might stand a good chance. The only beast that Hellion might have trouble with would be Balisk, Crab, and Rock. Apart from that, Hellion has a good chance in winning. Any others? Not really, no. So yeah, that is actually... Well, Soltra can technically kill Hellion, can't he? Can't she? Inferno maybe as well. But instead of theorising, I'll get on with finding out the matchups, and you'll find out who will be going against who in round 3 when it comes out, when it starts. There'll be 10 battles in round 3, meaning 10 beasts will make it through to round 4. It's hard to predict which one will win, but now that you know the beasts that have made it through this far, please leave in the comments below who you think will win and why. And like is said in the Hunger Games, may the odds be ever in your favour. But until then, that's all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell down the corner below, and I'll see you next time.